All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another round of coffee and questions. And what's today's topic? Let's talk about casters. Now, I'll show you a picture of the ones that I've gotten out at Harbor Freight, and they do okay. I've had good luck with them. And not all casters out there, of course, did I have good luck with them, but those I did. And then recently, I've been buying them off of Amazon. So these are the ones that I bought this time. These are 4-inch casters. So what do you get? You get 4 of them. They're heavy duty. They're double ball bearing. They just swivel 360 degrees. Got good rotation. They're rated at 300 pounds each. I guess that's 12 total, but I'll never put that kind of weight on them. But I needed these for a mobile cart. A lot of things in my garage, shop area, whatever you want to call it, I have to have mobile to be able to move them around, create space, put things away neatly, because I'm limited on the amount of space that I have. I don't have a full-blown shop. So I needed to get these. And so these ones, I thought I'll give it a shot. They're made out of a nice material. I mean, they seem to like they're going to be durable and work fine. So there's a big controversy in the comments over how long, the shaft is on these. It's 1.5 inches. I measured it. People are saying they're 2 and 3 inches. They're getting them. They're disappointed. So 1.5 inches. It does not come with nuts, washers, lock washers, or anything like that. You got to go get them. And a lot of people complain that, they went down and there's a frustration over getting them and so forth. That's kind of your own fault. Take one of them with you, go down, get the correct ones, and you're home free. Another question is, are you able to use these on angle iron and weld them? Yeah, you can do that. There shouldn't be a problem. I did that on one of the previous projects that I built. So yeah, you're not going to run into a problem with that. The threads, what are the threads? Well, they're 12 millimeter by 1.75 pitch. Now, there's another big criticism about these wheels is like, well, they mark up wooden floors and they do things inside. I'm not using these for furniture. I'm not using them for anything, inside of the house. If that's what you're doing, take a closer look, read the reviews. This is for outside in the shop. That's my use on these. And another complaint when somebody got them and says, well, there's no brake on them. Okay, well, you didn't read the description very well. If you read the description well enough, none of these have a brake on them. If you want them with a brake, they do sell them. I always will leave you the links below. Go over, take a look at these. They're nice. They seem to be very heavy duty. I think they're going to work out fine. But you need to read the description for yourself and understand what you're buying, okay? And then instead of leaving these negative comments, well, they're junk, it didn't come with brakes. They're junk because it didn't come with nuts and washers and things like that. It's like, if you read the description, you understand what you're buying, and that doesn't make these a bad product. So, I discount those reviews when I'm looking at them. So, I'm going to go ahead down to the hardware store, get the nuts, the washers. I'm going to put these on. I'll come back inside. I'll put up the pictures of what I did, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this. But overall, right now, they seem to be a good, heavy-duty, good buy at the price. I'll see if I can zoom in one time here and show you. I will put up, like a slideshow for you of all of the pictures on this, and you can make up your own mind also. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, let's talk about the Harbor Freight ones first. Now, what I didn't like about these is that material on the wheels, it starts to degrade fast on me. So that's one reason why I wanted to try the other ones from Amazon. Like I said, with both pair, they don't come with, the nuts, and they don't come with washers or anything like that. You have to stop at the hardware store and get your own. And I really don't like these. I don't remember the length, but they're very short, the shaft, on that threaded part. So it wasn't going to work for me this time. That's the other reason why I went with the Amazon ones. If you do get these, take it with you to the hardware store, because it is fine thread and you're going to have to match that nut up to it. I don't remember clearly. They say it's a 1/2 inch nut, but I remember this is a fine thread, so not just any nut is going to work. That's the reason why I said take it with you, because you're going to end up having to fiddle around and figure out which is going to screw on here the best. Okay, now the shaft size and thread count, they're not marked well on this at all. So one of the readers went ahead and said he looked at the Harbor Freight website and found out they are 1/2 inch by 20. Whereas, most of them, I guess in the US from what I was reading, are 1/2 inch by 13. So you're going to need, to take this with you. Just to match up that nut to be on the safe side. Don't just guess at what you're buying. And Harbor Freight doesn't sell, single nuts and washers. So you're going to have to make a second trip. Same thing's true with the ones from Amazon, like I said. At the time, I wanted a good replacement wheel. These have held up fine. It's just that, that tire material, just started to disintegrate on me after about 8 months. Now, I bought the Amazon ones, more than once in a different size. This time I wanted the 4-inch ones, so let's switch over. Let's talk about those real quick before we conclude. Okay, now regarding the nuts and the washers, that's up to you. Take it with you to the hardware store, but they are 12 millimeters. So, that's something that people said, oh, 3/8 would work. 3/8 will not work on these. You're going to end up stripping out those threads. So 12 millimeter. So they come in different sizes. Yeah, if you look above my head here, you can get them in 2-inch, 3-inch, and 5-inch. Now I went with 4-inch because when I measured the work stand I wanted it elevated. 4 inches was going to work fine in the past. Yes, I've bought in the 3-inch ones and they work just equally as good. And I haven't had any problems, with the tire tread or, the wheels on these at all. So I went ahead and that's the reason why I got the same ones on 4-inch. I understand the thing about the, the nuts and the washers, the easiest thing, whether you got the ones at Harbor Freight or you purchase these, take it down with you. It's just one trip down to the hardware store or wherever you want to go. And I think it cost me $1.50, so it's not a big deal and it's not a deal breaker. Somebody disappointed that the, how tall or how long, those stems are, they wanted them longer. Well, look in the description right here to my right. It tells you it's 1.2 inches long. So again, it's in your reading. So you know what you're buying. They do swivel 360 degrees. And all of the other things about these are true. What are the wheels made out of? Like it says in the description, they're made out of a PVC material. Okay, so these in comparison to the Harbor Freight ones, I think these are better price-wise. They're also better, I think, in terms of durability. Like I said, the other ones I'm still using from Harbor Freight on a couple of carts. They're holding up okay, but I noticed, like I said, the material on the wheels starting to come off. Now, I've had them for a couple of years, but these I've also had for a couple of years in a different size, and they still hold up well. They still glide right across the concrete. So I'll probably stick with these, for price and for quality. But there's nothing wrong with the Harbor Freight ones. They have gotten me by. They're an okay price value. These just seem to be better. So these are the ones that I would end up going with again when I replace those other ones. All right, folks, so that's my quick review on these when it comes to casters. I would buy the Amazon ones again, I believe. You need them and you're in a pinch and in a rush. The ones that I showed you from Harbor Freight, they're okay. These are a little bit better, I think, in terms of durability, and I think they're just a better grade caster. Also a little bit cheaper in price, but you are going to have to go through the trouble of getting the nuts yourself. So that's my review on all of this. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. Keep following me. If you know of a better deal or something better, drop it below. But, let me know what your thoughts are on this stuff, and I'll see you again soon. You folks have a great day. Bye-bye.